How we doing, everybody? How we doing? We just missed the Dutch national anthem. But how we doing? Hope all doing well today. Actually need to go live on the old TikTok now. Yeah, hope all doing well, of course. Need to get the sub screen up. Actually, on the lineups. No, not the lineups, the sub screen, just in case the subs are wrong. Two shouts still, Mike. How we doing? How we doing, everybody? Hope we're all having a good day. There should be a good little cracking of game here with Netherlands, Japan. Hopefully, anyway. No. My luck though, we'll probably end up having I say we. This game will probably end up being an absolute stinger. But yeah, I hope everybody is doing well, of course. What was I going to do? Oh, yes, that's what I was going to do. Get my Stream Deck on my phone loaded. Of course. There we go. Yeah, looking at the Dutch team, obviously pretty much what you would expect. Van der Ven at left back is going to be very, very interesting. I mean, he's got the pace to do it. Of course he does, but it's going to be interesting to see how he gets on there. De Jong in the midfield alongside Gravenberch and Reinders. That's a very solid midfield, to be fair. The front forward line for the Netherlands, I'm not so sure about. I mean, some of it, Malen and Gakpo. Very interesting front three. Where's my flag? I haven't been able to set it up in time, Mike. I'll have it up for the next game. Well, I do. Hopefully. I'm thinking of doing France-Senegal. I'm pretty sure that's Tuesday night. So yeah, I'll try and get putting the setup beforehand. I'll quickly show you guys now what it looks like. So for those of you that don't know, it was my birthday today, and we got this. Shout outs to Mr. Mike. You love to see it. So yeah, once this is hung up, obviously, it's going to be great. Going to be fantastic. So yeah, thanks to everybody for birthday wishes and stuff. But yeah, it is going to be great once that's hung up. We're going to have it like hung up around where the shirts are. It's going to be great. It is going to be great. But yeah, I just couldn't get it hung up in time before this match, unfortunately. But yeah, it is majestic. It is majestic. Wait, is this Ref Wilton? Looks like Wilton. No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. My score prediction for this game is going to be 3-2 Netherlands. 3-2 to the Netherlands. I think it's going to be an absolute cracker, but knowing me, it's probably commentators' curse, what I'm seeing right now. It better not be Wilton. It's thankfully not Wilton, commentator. It's thankfully not Wilton. It is thankfully not Wilton. It's some American referee. So we were saved by that. Did I watch the... I did. I'd seen that Hamilton won the race. I mean, that's his first win in Ferrari, so fair play, I guess, but... it was a British podium for the first time in like 60 years, wasn't it? I swear I'd seen a stat, something that was saying it was like the first all-British podium since 60 years ago. So yeah, that was something. I feel bad for Antonelli. But somehow, Ferrari having a good strategy. Who would have thought? Took to the big 2026 for Ferrari to get a good strategy. Oh, I can't bother to open this box of sweets right now. Just want to watch some football. Did anybody watch Brazil-Morocco last night? I did, and I felt like an absolute zombie this morning, because that match didn't end till 1:05 this morning. So obviously, after that match, I went straight to bed, and bro, I woke up like an absolute zombie. Like, I've fully reached unk status. I feel like an absolute zombie. But, like, I was that much of a zombie, I had to go and take a nap after I had some breakfast. It was that mad. I was that much of a zombie. So, yeah, just as well I did take that nap, otherwise I would have been an absolute zombie. What, you watched that game? What did you think of it? What did you think of the Kilmedo? I thought the first half was better than the second half, in my personal opinion. First half was better than the second. People saying the versus virtual safety car won him the race, but he was just quick. I didn't see that part of the race. I only seen like the first half of the race. But obviously, I was keeping up to date with it, and I heard that Hamilton was putting in some absolutely insane pace, supposedly. But yeah, I mean, he cleared Russell, and like even after the virtual safety car, once he did the pit stop, he was clearing him away by. He had like a 10-second gap within like a few laps, which was insane. Medium stint was mentally fast for a 41-year-old man. I guess the Mr. Unk still has it. Kick off here. The Netherlands have kicked us off. Of course, Bart Verbruggen is in between the sticks for the Dutch. I thought it might have been Robin Roofs of Sunderland, but I guess not. Brazil is so overrated. But their midfield sucks. That's all I'm going to say. Morocco had them rattled in that first half. Like, the way they were playing was immense, Morocco. Right. I mean, the second half wasn't as good, but the first half, Morocco were all over Brazil. Like, they were so sloppy, Brazil, at many points in that game. And yeah, they've just got a pretty poor midfield. I mean, you've got Casemiro, who's well past his best. He's aging. You've got, who else is in there? Bruno Guimaraes. He's about the 20s, early 30s. He isn't exactly the quickest anyway. Lucas Paqueta, who plays in Brazil. You've got Fabinho, who's getting a paycheck over in Saudi. Like, it's a very poor midfield for a Brazil team, you know? God, I didn't waste your time on Haiti, Scotland. I watched the highlights of that, and Haiti absolutely battered Scotland. But from what I've seen on the highlights, of course, the highlights only give you like a select portion of the game. But from what I'd seen, Scotland got absolutely battered, and they were lucky not to concede at least 2. But this was even their goal from McGinn. It took a deflection. Like, how lucky do you have to be? Oh my days! Sounded like Scotland were doing a typical Real Madrid thing. He was 2.5 seconds quicker a lap. Holy crap! Yeah, I guess the Hamilton's still got it for an old man. Same can't be said for Fernando Alonso though, in that dog of an Aston Martin. But I think that's more down to the car than the driver. Video. The ref was a horror. It probably was, to be fair. Here's Cody Gakpo. That Netherlands front three is very sus, I'm not gonna lie. Gakpo, Malen, and Somerville. Like, that's a very weak front three, in my opinion. And then even on their bench, they've got Memphis Depay. In the big 2026, you got Memphis Depay and Wout Weghorst. Dear me. Netherlands, like, this is just Japan's abbreviation's JPN. Thought it would just be Jap for Japan. Oh well. Right, we gotta get JPN then. Here's Malen for the Netherlands. Has the shot! Big save from the Japanese goalkeeper, Suzuki. Big save. There's a good little turn there from Malen. Very good turn indeed. There we go, now we've got the Japan's abbreviation right. Oh, there goes the whole thing! Ah! J-Man, what you doing? You just turned 24 and now you're becoming an even bigger unk. Heard he was very much for Scotland. Probably. Imagine being named Suzuki. Hey, if Japan have a good game, no one's gonna care less. They've actually got a few players called Suzuki. The goalkeeper, then I swear there's 2 of them on the bench called Suzuki. I haven't been able to fill out all the benches because there's just that many players on the bench in these kinds of tournaments. But they do have 2 other players called Suzuki on the bench. I know that for a fact. So, yeah, Japan. Interesting. But yeah, Suzuki, the goalkeeper, has pulled off one hell of a save here to deny Daniel Malen. Where's he at these days? Roma. I know he was on loan at Roma last season. Was he signed there permanently? Pretty sure he has, actually. Here's Dumfries, now a Real Madrid right back. Safe to say I'm going to be having a lot of encounters with Dumfries from now on. My worst enemy. Worst enemy. Gravenberch. Ooh, decent build-up there for the Netherlands. They made it, yeah, for Cucurella. I'm very surprised they've gone for Cucurella. Like, just seems a bit odd for Real Madrid. Did they really need Cucurella? Like, What makes it more annoying is that they've got Cucurella came through our academy. He came through La Masia. So that just makes it even worse. And it just proves that there's no loyalty in football. Like, you could come through and play for a one club for like 10 years, and then you could just go to their rivals and not give a crap. Like, there's just no loyalty in football these days. Choose Cucurella. Well, I honestly have no idea. But clearly Mourinho sees something in him, so I don't know what, but he sees something. Oh, and also this is the closest I'll ever get to touching a World Cup. There we go. This is the closest I'm gonna get to touching a World Cup, so I'm gonna take it. Whoop! I've won the World Cup. Let's come home. Nuno Mendes, nah, Cucurella. Yeah, just get Cucurella. What makes it more funny? Oh, I think there's a free kick here for Japan. Left-hand side of the pitch. Don't know why Van der Ven went all the way over there. Jesus. What was I going to say? What was I going to say? Now I've now completely forgot. I've completely forgot. Oh, that's what. Cucurella was saying how he was excited to work under Xabi Alonso and stuff. And then he goes and leaves before he even gets a training session with Xabi Alonso. Scenes. Absolute scenes. Just wanted his steps in. Van der Ven just wants his steps in. I think he must still think he's playing for Tottenham in the relegation battle. That's why he's like, oh, I need to be all over the place because I've got such crap teammates. But now he actually has semi-decent teammates. That is a very overhit free kick from Japan. I think they've won a corner. But nope, it's a goal kick by the looks of it. Goal kick for the Netherlands. Goal kick. Of course, the Netherlands are managed by Ronald Koeman. I know all too well about Koeman ball. Trust me, it's a pain. And if CP was here, he'd tell you the same. Because it is an absolute travesty. Koeman ball. Ugh. Minging. Absolutely minging. Oh, God. Thank God he's no longer the boss of Gaffer now. Those days were, oh, jeez. Those were grim. Edwin van der Sar and Wesley Schneider are in the stands. Great manager. Hey, take him at United if you want. Come at all. Sack Carrick and bring in what's his face? Koeman. Take him now. Do you know that Julian Lopetegui is the gaffer of Qatar? I only found that out. When did Qatar play Switzerland? Was it yesterday? Yesterday. Pretty sure it was yesterday. Sack Carrick and bring in Koeman. Literally. Oh, man. Here comes Japan, cross from the left-hand side. Cleared away by the Dutch back line, but Japan have recycled possession here. I don't really know many of the Japanese players, so apologies for not really saying any of their names. Kamada tries to switch the play to the right-hand side, but he's massively overhit the pass, and it's out for another goal kick for the Dutch. Yeah, that was a very overhit there from Daichi Kamada, Crystal Palace midfielder. Mr. Virgil van Fraud is in there, in the back line for the Dutch. Netherlands trying to come forward here. I would honestly not be surprised if the Netherlands brought on Weghorst at some point. I have a feeling that's what they're going to do, bring on Weghorst. Fabio Cannavaro's... Is he? Oh my God. That's a bit of a weird one. You got Julian Lopetegui managing Qatar, and then you've got Fabio Cannavaro managing Uzbekistan. I think I might have heard of Nakamura from somewhere. I don't know of Suzuki or Watanabe. I know of Kubo. I'll tell you who I know in that Japanese team. Ito, the centre-back, he plays for Bayern Munich. Doan, he plays for Freiburg. Obviously, Kubo, he plays for Real Sociedad. Maeda plays for Celtic. Kamada plays for Palace. And Itakura on their bench plays for Ajax. And Tomiyasu, he also plays for Ajax. Tanaka plays for Leeds. So, yeah. Yes, it is at Bayern. Oh, Japan. Nakamura. Where's Miura? The 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 50-odd-year-old who plays thingy. The other idol's at Freiburg. So same with Doan. Is it Doan's still at Freiburg? I'm pretty sure he's still at Freiburg. I'm pretty confident about that. That he still plays at Freiburg. Good old Freiburg. Here's Van Dijk. Tries to put the ball along towards his Liverpool compatriot Gakpo, but overhits the pass and it's out for a Japan goal kick. The Japanese fans are absolutely loving life. They're absolutely loving life. Some guys wearing a Man City top in the stands. How we doing, CP? How we doing? What you thought of the start of the match so far with the with Koeman Ball? And also, I've got a World Cup trophy. I've won the World Cup. It's coming on. Oh, man. England won the darts. But hey, we got a World Cup. It counts. Well, I picked this game because it's the game that's on the most suitable time for me. That's why. I think this will be a very good game. Well, if Koeman allows it to. Japan are a decent team. I honestly say this being 3-2. But yeah, that front three for the Netherlands is very questionable. Is somewhere in Belgium with Taniguchi. I don't know who that is, to be really honest. Oh, we beat the Netherlands 10-5 in the final. England are massive. Well, in every sport other than football, clearly. You're going to throw that away after we lose in the round of 16. Well, if it doesn't come for England, it will come for that man there. You can't say because of the lineups, but Messi. It will come again for that man. Or if not for him, then someone at Barca. I.e. probably Spain and Lamine Yamal and Pedri and the gang. I would have said maybe Brazil with Rafinha, but yeah, Brazil looked pretty average yesterday, or last night, I should say. Oh, and Araujo. Shout out to Araujo. Shout out to the big Uruguayan tank. Maybe Kunde as well. Shout out to Kunde. There's a good chance he could win. Yeah, that's probably it. We aren't massive in short track. I honestly don't know a thing about short track, so I can't really comment. But yeah, I'd assume we're not massive at that either. Frankie de Jong wins possession back. Szczesny, you say Poland aren't here though, so that's a slight issue. There's a slight issue for the big boy Szczesny. Well, at least Szczesny can just enjoy his cigars somewhere on his holiday right now. Szczesny will just be enjoying his cigars somewhere and God knows where. Gakpo's so ass. That front three CP is it is pretty grim. I'm not gonna lie. That's probably the weakest part of your team. Midfield is strong as anything. De Jong, Gravenberch, Reinders is probably one of the strongest midfields in the tournament. The defense is pretty solid as well. It's just the forwards that are very mediocre at best for the Netherlands. I mean, yeah, Malin's a good player. I just don't think he's like a top tier player, if you know what I mean. I mean, it's better than Memphis Depay. Don't get me wrong, but but yeah, it's still not a Malin's not like the top quality player, you know. Like compared to like some of the other nations, he's not up there, you know. Japan corner whipped in from the left hand side. Van der Ven's headed it clear, only as far as the number 24 Sano. One of him. Kamada. Can you make anything happen from this? No worries, CP. Nakamura. Kubo. Linking up nicely. Crossed in. Oh. They're screaming for a foul there, the Japanese. Maeda thought he was fouled in the box there, but referee says no chance. Japan look very, very dangerous, I have to admit. They've definitely looked the better of the two teams so far, Japan. I mean, they're shown in the previous tournaments that Japan that they don't take any prisoners. That's for sure. The Japanese, they do not take any prisoners. Anyway, I'm going to put this World Cup trophy back. Oh, I got it. Come on. Oh God. Come on, baby. There we are. There we are. It's back where it belongs. Well, hopefully England will be lifting it, which will not happen. But you never know. Also, did anybody say that Curacao got absolutely bullied by Germany? I was very sad about that, especially considering Curacao equalised in that game. Well, that was just absolute scenes. I had all my insults for the Germans ready to go, thinking, "Oh my God, they could drop points to Curacao." But then, yeah, you thought it was going to be worse. What, for Curacao? It did look at one point they were going to concede out 10, but that moment when they equalised, that was peak. that was absolute cinema. When they equalised, I was thinking, "Oh my God, this could be an upset." Curacao upset Germany. That would just be peak if it happened, but unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. Unfortunately. Right, anyway, it was Denzel it's not Dumfries, it's Somerville. Dumfries is very high up the pitch. Again, I'm going to be saying quite a lot of Dumfries from now on. Now he's at Madrid. Yeah. Quite annoyed about that, but whatever. Means I have to see his cheating face every single week, pretty much. Well, no doubt Real Madrid getting every single highlights reel in La Liga next season. Can't wait for that. Here's Van Dijk. Van Fraud, as I like to call him. Van Heck. Notice how three of their defenders are got Van in their name. Van der Ven, Van Dijk, Van Heck. Oh, God. Not for... Absolutely not. I'll never forgive Dumfries for the rest of my life. For the rest of my life, I will never forgive Dumfries. Screw Dumfries. Hate him with passion. And now that he's gone to Madrid, he hate me even more. Somerville whips in the cross, headed away by the Japanese, trying to get on a counter-attack. Yeah, that front three for the Netherlands is just... It's not that good, is it? I mean, Somerville, he's a decent player, but he's not anything special. Same with Gakpo. And Malen, he's all right, but he's not like a top-tier striker, you know? And even their options off the bench, they haven't really got anything special in the front line. Memphis Depay in 2026 is crazy. Wout Weghorst. Their only decent attackers are Noah Lang, who I haven't got on here because there's too many subs in World Cups, and Brian Brobby. Like, they are the only decent attackers in the Dutch team. You could also say Kluivert, because they could probably play on the wings, or as like a false nine, but other than that, like, it's pretty grim for the Netherlands, I'm not gonna lie. My goal fest doesn't look likely. I mean, you never know, maybe if we get a goal, like, in the next 5 minutes or so, maybe it could, unlock both teams, but we'll see. Gakpo, Malen in the box. He's just completely fluffed up his dribbling there. Completely fluffed up the dribbling there. He just could not control or sort his feet out, basically. Couldn't sort his feet out. But all I'm going to say is, though, that Dutch midfield is probably one of the best in the tournament. De Jong, Gravenberch, and Reinders is a solid midfield three. It has to be said. And even off their bench, the Dutch have got some decent options. Coop Miners, Quinton Timber. It's a very, very solid team. Even Weaver can play in midfield. They've got a solid options in midfield, the Dutch. Very solid options. It's just the case of their attack sucks. There's Gakpo, Van Heck, or Hecker, or however you say his name. Very high up the pitch, the Brighton centre-back. Frankie de Jong. Be interesting to see if de Jong can have a good tournament for the Dutch here. I think it'd be pretty key for them if they are to have a good tournament. Gakpo trying to link up with can't tell that Van der Ven. What was Van der Ven doing in the Japan box? Bro, you're left back. Van der Ven thinks he's Can Sutherland and inverts into the box. Oh man. Van der Ven was one game away from being a championship player, by the way. Quite mad. Quite mad to think about, but it's true. Why is Gakpo still allowed to play football? Who the hell knows? I guess Ronald Koeman sees something in him, which... he's the same guy that thought Serginho Dest was a very good right winger. So... make of that what you will. Oh, well. Ronald Koeman is the same guy that thought Serginho Dest would be a top-tier right winger. But... here we are. Oh, well. Is Somerville getting pressed by the Japan players there, won themselves a free kick, the Dutch. The Dutch. Going to be seeing Spain playing tomorrow. That's going to be fun. Apparently Yamal's meant to be fit for that game, which is interesting. He was for Dest. Oh, yeah. 100%. When Koeman was playing when he would on the odd occasion he'd play a three at the back. My God, we were shocking. When you gotta think, when Koeman was here, he only had one season with Messi, right? But even then, you had an aging Piqué, same with Jordi Alba and Busquets. You had Clement Longley at the back, who is an absolute ticking time bomb. You had, who was that right back? Semedo was still at the club then, I honestly can't remember. But yeah, you had a midfield of Ricky Pooch. Gavi was just coming through. Pedri had his injury issues. De Jong was there. Then you had Dembele, who was always in the hospital. You had Griezmann, that was just barely able to get in the team. Barely able to consistently perform. Dest, of course. You had Oscar Mingueza in there. Ter Statue. God, who else was there? Luke de Jong. Luke de Jong. Depay. Oh my God. The thing where we were back only a few years ago to now is absolutely insane. There's a hydration break at the moment. We're going to be seeing a lot of those. We're going to be seeing a lot of those. 100% going to be seeing a lot of those. 100% going to be seeing a lot of these hydration breaks. Well, as the temperatures over in the US of A are ridiculous. I mean, we have a look at the temperature in the stadium right now. According to FOTMob, it's 30 degrees in Texas. Hashtag Koeman out. I know how you feel, CP. I know how you feel. I know how it feels to have Koeman ball. I tell you. Oh, it's bad. Horrible coach. See, that's the thing. Koeman is one of those people that was an amazing player. As a player, he was unbelievable. But as a manager, he is. He's not that great. He's not that great. Get Peter Bosz. Peter Bosz. However you say his name. The game's crap. Well, it is a hydration break, so what can you say? I'm going to try and crack these sweets open. Plays by far is he the PSV gaffer? I assume he's the PSV gaffer, right? Because I know, obviously, it's not Feyenoord, because Van Persie's at Feyenoord. Or Feyenoord, however you pronounce it. However you pronounce it. God, I'm going to wreck me fingers trying to open this. Ooh, win £75,000 and 2 tickets to the FIFA World Cup 2026 final. Yeah, I thought he was PSV. I thought it was PSV. I just didn't want to embarrass myself by saying if someone else. Oh, he got sacked. Oh, I thought he was still at Feyenoord. What did he get sacked for? Oh, there, we got it. Was it for bringing in Raheem Sterling? Finished second. He finished second and got sacked. What the hell? I assume that might have been something to do with the fact he brought in Raheem Sterling. It's like a top tier signing, supposedly. I absolutely washed Raheem Sterling. Vardy? What the hell? I mean, they say Jamie Vardy's having a party, but like, over in the Netherlands, I'm not sure about that. It's very bizarre. Right, why are Feyenoord so interested in bringing in, like, washed up English players? It just seems a bit weird. Very, very weird why they want to do that, but okay. Is there doing? Netherlands are coming forward again here. Daniel Malen. Can he lead a Dutch counter-attack? No, he cannot. He cannot. There's Japan. Oh, ball's got up there. Japan just kicked that out. If so, that's very bizarre. No worries, CP. Yeah, I think we're going to be struggling to get the 3-2. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. Crossed in by Kamada. Headed away by Van der Ven. Yeah, I think we're going to be struggling to get the 3-2. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. Who would we say has been the best team of the tournament so far? I mean, obviously not every team has played, but out of the ones that have played and that you've seen, who's been the best team so far? I mean, you probably, based on the score, you probably would have to say Germany, but obviously they were playing Curacao. I'll go with Morocco. I think Morocco were very decent. Costa Rica. Costa Rica. Crossed in. Japan. Japan have looked the better team here, I must admit. Japan have looked the better team here by quite some distance. Doan. Oh, Maeda. Big chance for Japan. Ueda plays it back. They have the shot from quite a long way out, and it goes well over the bar. That was a huge chance for Japan to cause some trouble there, but unfortunately not meant to be, as number 20... What number was that? Oh, Ito. Why is Ito that far up? I don't know why Ito's that far up when he's a centre-back, but whatever. Whatever. Yeah, I'm trying to think what other teams have been good. I probably would still have to go with Morocco, because obviously I haven't watched all the games. It's simply impossible to watch all the games here in Europe, but Morocco looked very good last night. Very, very good. So yeah, I got to give them credit where credit's due. I thought Mexico were actually very solid, to be fair, in the first game of the tournament. Mexico looked pretty solid. I didn't watch this game, but America, like, from what I'd seen from the highlights, America looked very, very good. The football they were playing was quite immense. Balogun, that second goal of his, wow. Wait, what top bins? What a finish that was. Iron Robin. Iron Robin? Got from, oh, Dutch coming forward, cleared away from Balogun. That's what I was meant to say. Florian Balogun. Here's Somerville, right hand side, cutting in. There's a back for Van Hecker. Van Hecker's the only one in the entire game that's got a green rating on FotMob. Somerville. Van Heck. Or Hecker, however hell you say his name. But we'll move. We move. De Jong. Or the Cody Gakpo, who somehow still plays. starts games of football, which is bizarre, but hey. I guess Ronald Koeman sees something in him, but I don't know what that is. But hey, and Gakpo tries to cross it in, but he's massively overhit. That Dumfries tries to keep it in play, but it hits the roof of the net and out for a goal kick for Japan. Yeah, that cross from Gakpo was well overhit. Like, my God. How overhit do you want to have that? Pretty much give Dumfries absolutely zero chance of keeping that in play. Absolutely mental. Absolutely mental. Anyways, Malton. Japan are being a bit sloppy in possession at the moment. Oh, look, there's a McDonald's advertisement on the advertisement boards. Why am I not surprised? It's America. We all know they love the Mackie D's. Oh, the ball's hit the referee, so it's going to be a drop ball for the Dutch. Of course. We have the McDonald's adverts in America. Who would have thought? Who would have thought here? Even in here when it's like in Texas, this match. Still gotta have the Mackie D's adverts. Still gotta have the Mackie D's adverts. Well, on the advertisement boards. You to say it. Is it true that in America, when they do the hydration break, it like goes to adverts? If that's the case, then that's absolutely shocking. Because that is genuinely absolutely shocking if they do that. Just because they're having a cooling break means you can put on adverts. Like, hell no. Thank God that's not a thing here in the UK. Well, to be fair, if the game here in the UK is on BBC, they don't do adverts, so at least there's that. But obviously, this match being on ITV, if they did that here in the UK, I would be pretty fuming. Right, just as soon as it turns to a cooling break, advert. You see like a Snickers advert, and you're just like, what the hell? They always have adverts on every. Well, true, that's true. No doubt food adverts would be in America. There's Gakpo, crossed in. Nearly a big chance for the Dutch, but a good defending once again from the Japanese. There's the Dutch have the ball again. Dumfries. Somerville. I think Somerville's better on the left, personally. But I guess if Koeman wants to fit Gakpo in somehow, he has to play Somerville on the right. Speaking of, here is Gakpo on the left. Trying to make something happen for the Dutch. He has to pass it back to Van Dijk. Gives it to Frankie de Jong, a central position. Somerville. Dumfries. Netherlands trying to make something happen here. Malin were a very heavy touch, and that's allowed the Japanese to get back on the ball. But big mistake from Japan. Malin getting through. Big defending. What superb defending from the Japanese number 3, Taniguchi. Very good defending there. Bailed out his team after a very sloppy play by Kamada and Maeda. Allowed Malin to win the ball back for the Dutch, and vital interception there from Taniguchi, but it has conceded a corner for the Netherlands. Once watched an NFL game, and every time the other team got the ball, they'd go, oh my God. Yet the Americans think that the NFL's a big sport. My God. Embarrassing. For a corner for the Dutch here on the right-hand side. Reinders is going to be whipping this in. Decent delivery, headed on. What a save! Wow. What a save again from Suzuki, the goalkeeper. Dear me. He's pulled off 2 very good saves so far this match. The one that denied Daniel Malin very early on, and then one just there from that corner. I think it was actually to deny Malin again. It was. Malin got the header somehow. He's not really the tallest of players to be winning a header from a corner, but he somehow did, and Suzuki was there again to save it. He's having a decent game, Suzuki. You gotta give credit where credit is due. That's all I have to say. Credit where credit is due for Suzuki. Gotta give him credit. I still stand by that Japan have been the better team overall, but the Dutch are starting to grow into it. I think what Japan are doing at this stage is just soaking up pressure and trying to hit on the counter. That's what it feels like at the minute. Just soak up pressure and then try to hit on the counter. That's what it feels like. That the Netherlands dominate possession, but just hit them on the counter. Hit them on the counter. I mean, other than Van der Ven, they don't have many fast defenders. Obviously, Van Dijk's like in his 30s now. Van Hecker's not really the quickest. Dumfries is, I mean, he's all right. I mean, he's not like rapid, you know. It's been even. I didn't think it would be a very good game, but obviously, I honestly think Japan and the Netherlands are kind of at like a similar level, almost. I mean, obviously, the Dutch midfield is better than the Japan midfield. And the defence, of course, is better for the Dutch. But, oh, big chance there. Of course, it falls to Cody Gakpo, who sends it out the stadium. But, yeah, I think the forward line of Japan slightly better than the Dutch. Yeah, I think Kubo would get into this Netherlands team. Possibly Maeda as well. But, yeah, I think it's very close. The Japanese player down, I think he's just tying his boots, though, because his laces got undone. Yeah, very even game. Very even game. I'm still annoyed that we have to wait till Wednesday for our first match of the tournament. Like, bro, why do we have to wait so long? Oh, man. I just want us to get our tournament underway. So what are the matches on tomorrow? Spain, Cape Verde, Belgium, Egypt. That could be a decent game. And then Tuesday we've got France, Senegal. I'm only mentioning the games that are on at suitable times. France, Senegal, and then obviously our match is on Wednesday. But before our match, we've actually got Portugal, Congo. That could be a good game. Potentially, excuse me. Yeah, we're not playing until Wednesday at 9 PM UK time. Up against Croatia. What are our hopes for that then? Do we think we can beat Croatia? I mean, it's not the same Croatia as like previous tournaments, but they can still cause a few issues every now and then. They can still cause a few issues, Croatia. We can't take them lightly. Definitely cannot take them lightly whatsoever. Here's Van Dijk getting towards the latter stages of this first half here, and what's been a very evenish game. No team's had like a real clear-cut chance to score as of yet. But the busier of the two goalkeepers has definitely been Suzuki for Japan. But I probably would say Japan have had... Have they had more chances? Maybe not. Yeah, there's not really been like a clear-cut chance. There's Somerville. Tries to play it into the box for Dumfries, but he couldn't control it, and Japan just booted clear. Honestly, I think Japan are just going to try and take this to 0-0 at half-time. I think that's what it is at the moment, because they've literally got all their players in their own half, so... Yeah, I think Japan are just going to try and see this out till half-time. And just allow Netherlands to keep putting pressure on. Van Heck, or Hecker, or whatever. Van Dijk. Van Hecker. Literally all the outfield players for the Dutch are in Japan's half at that point. Bart Verbruggen. It just feels a bit flat from the Netherlands. There's not like any runs being made or anything like that. Obviously, they really are going to be dependent on that midfield three. Because yeah, that midfield three is one of the best in the tournament, in my opinion. So yeah, they're definitely going to have to rely on that midfield three quite a bit. But yeah, I mean, that midfield three should still be good enough to get through most teams, if I'm being brutally honest. If I'm being brutally honest, speaking of, is De Jong. There's too many pass backs. There really is. There's not really any player that's like willing to constantly like go forward, like make something happen. It's just all way too safe for the Dutch. It really is. It's like really, really safe. Dumfries tries to cross it in, but it's deflected out by Maeda for a throw-in for the Netherlands. I believe, anyway. Of course, the new rule here is where you only get 5 seconds to take a throw-in. Which, I honestly like that rule. Because it stops, like, time wasting. It stops time wasting. Which is, obviously a good thing, because you don't really want that much time wasting. There's Somerville inside of Van Hecker. Van Hecker and Van Dijk are basically playing as midfielders at this point. They're so far advanced, it's insane. It's Dumfries, the right-hand side for the Netherlands. Van Hecker's getting so much of the ball. Absolutely insane. Netherlands have completely switched the play out to Cody Gakpo on the left. Van der Ven. Van der Ven, he is getting in a lot of central positions as well. Van der Ven. Like, what are the Dutch trying to do? They're trying to just swarm the central areas of the pitch. Overcrowd the midfield. Is that what Koeman's plan is? Van Dijk tries to play, I think it was Gravenberch in behind, but now Japan on a counter-attack, a very rare counter-attack in the past 5 minutes or so. But they're finally getting forward here. Nakamura crossing it in, but well overhit and out for a goal kick to the Netherlands. Bit of a wasted counter-attack there from Japan. Bit of a wasted counter-attack, and to be honest, I think we're going to be heading into 0-0 at half-time here. And I don't think there'll be that much added time either. In my personal opinion. But you never know, we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. I'll tell you what, though, you know what I miss when I take a tournament, international tournaments like this? Because this is in America, we can't have, like, us Europeans, we can't have, like, a whole day of just, like, watching football. Because I remember, like, you'll remember this guy, Commodore, when we were in the when the Euros was happening, and there was, like, matches on the first match of the day, like, in the group stage in particular. The first match was on at 2 p.m. Then there's a one at, like, 4 p.m. Then there's, like, a one at, like, 6 p.m. and then 8 p.m. And then, you could literally have the whole day dedicated to football. Like, it was absolute peak. Oh, it was beautiful. It was way better, 100%. I mean, it's fine for people in America and that, because, well, over on that side of the world. Like, so yeah, if you're in North America or South America, you're completely fine, because you can still do that. It just sucks for us Europeans. Is Japan big chance? Oh, Nakamura almost finds the bottom right. Well, keeper's right, but bottom left corner hits the keeper's wall ball. Actually, very big chance for Japan to take the lead in the last stages of this first half. Very big chances. Very good cross in. Nakamura completely unmarked in the box. Very poor defending from the Netherlands, and yeah, forces there's a bit of a scary moment there for the Dutch. It has to be said. But yeah, it was definitely way better when you could have, like, group stage games. One starts at 2 p.m, then another one starts at 4 p.m, and 6 p.m, 8 p.m. Like, oh, bro. That was just peak. It was so good having it like that. But unfortunately, that's what happens when you're in Europe, when you're based in Europe and a major tournament's held in a place like America. Because the time zones are just so insanely different. Insanely different. So unless you're willing to just sacrifice not sleeping for a whole month, you can't watch every single game. So, I mean, I tried it last night with the Brazil-Morocco game, and my God, staying up till 1:05 is just not in me. Japan, big chance! Hit the side net. I thought he scored there. I genuinely thought he had scored there. Ueda, the number 18, the striker, gets in behind Van Dijk and Van der Ven, I honestly thought he had scored for a second there, but then I realised he hit the side net. Very good strike, that. Oof. Easily ran in behind there, Ueda. They don't even like... Yeah, literally. They don't even like football, and I mean, they don't even call it football. That tells you all you need to know. That tells you all you need to know. I mean, fair enough for Mexico. I can live with Mexico, because Mexico, they like football, so I can respect Mexico. But with Canada and America, it's just like... football's not even their main sport, you know? Oh, it's frustrating. Like 3 minutes at a time for this first half. Japan causing a few issues right towards the end of this half. Sure are causing a few issues, the Japanese. Yeah, it was a very good chance, to be fair, for Ueda. Very, very good chance to get that on target. It was a very good run, actually. The fact that he was just able to... It's so easy to get in behind both, I mean, well, Van Dijk and Van der Ven. Like, very, well, far too easy for him there. The Dutch got let off there, if you ask me. They definitely got a massive let off, in my opinion. But, hey-oh. Hey-oh. Somerville's won a free kick. The Netherlands want to try and take it quickly, which they do. Gakpo. Netherlands trying to... Oh, no, now it's Gakpo. Netherlands are trying to assault a bit of pressure right towards the end of this first half. See if they're going to create anything. Malland crossed in, headed away by Ito. Only finds Van Dijk, now Frankie de Jong. De Jong is very deep, has to be said. He's very, very deep. Finds Somerville, cutting in from the right-hand side. Somerville still going. Spreads a back to Van Dijk. Now over to the left for Gakpo. Gakpo. What are the Dutch doing? Apart from Germany's game, there's barely been goals. You want to see goals. Yeah, maybe to be fair, at least it means it's competitive. If there's not that, like, loads of goals, at least it means it's competitive. But, like, yeah, you would still like to see a bit more action, you know? And teams not to be, like, so cagey and, you know, like, conservative. You just want to see moments of brilliance. You just want to say, like, the best players step up, you know? You want to say the best players in the tournament, like, really, like, announce themselves, you know? But to be honest, I don't really think we've had that yet, this tournament. I mean, some people might say, oh, Vinicius Jr. did it last night against Morocco, but... Oh, come on. Anybody who's right-footed could do that. Like, any top professional footballer who's right-footed could do that. Let's be real. Anyway, corner here for the Dutch. Reinders whips it in. Malin! How is he winning so many headers? He's not even that tall, and he's winning quite a lot of headers. Yeah, straight into the hands of Suzuki, the Japanese goalkeeper. The Japanese goalkeeper. He'd be very happy about that. And there we go. That is that half-time? Yep, half-time at 0-0 here. Been a very even game. You do have to say it has been a very, very even game. Be a fair play to both teams. I would say Japan have had the better chances to score. But, yeah, the Dutch, it's kind of growing into the game, but they're going to need to do a lot better in the second half, if you ask me. They're going to need to do a lot better in the second half, in my opinion. Right, let's go over to the halftime entertainment. Because we all love halftime entertainment. Hang on, I'm just going to quickly change my, how do I change that, actually? Is there a way to edit that? There we are. Edit shortcut. Boop, boop. Edit the shortcut. Boom. This is more entertaining than the game. Fair enough, CP. Right, Football 11's Stadaddle, whatever the hell that means. World Cup 2018. Okay, so the World Cup 2018, but that could genuinely be quite a lot of people, so. 6 appearances in the tournament, and they played for Juventus.
Juventus.
No, he's coming on. Well, we certainly know it wasn't Italy. We know for a fact it wasn't Italy. Yeah, well, it won't be Ronaldo. I think he only... Did he? No. Wait, did he? No, when did he join Juventus? 2019? Yeah, it was 2019 he joined. No. He joined in 2018. Oh, but he hadn't actually played for Juventus then, so yeah, it wasn't him. He had signed for them that summer. Yeah, I remember that. He signed for them that summer. Dybala? Damn it. 3 goals, 1 assist. At the World Cup 2018, their club was Juventus. They got 6 appearances, 3 goals, 1 assist. I'm trying to think of Juventus players back in the day that weren't Italian, because obviously Italy weren't at this World Cup. Yeah, Argentina were knocked out in the round of 16 as well. Can't try. What countries are even at that World Cup? Maybe. Oh, Mandzukic is a shout. Oh, why the hell am I still in capitals? Oh, CP. What a shout. What a shout that was. What a shout. Right, let's build an 11. Please don't give me a random country. Right, we're in a 3-4-1-2. De Jong. Oh my god. What's his name? Oh, that's not who I was thinking of, but we'll go with him. Raul Jimenez. England, Kane. Put Kane a cam? I mean, okay. Norway are just as well. But Kane a cam. Spain, Yamal. South Africa. Oh, I can't even put the GOAT. Damn it. I can't even put the GOAT goalkeeper. Oh, wait, what was the goalkeeper's name? South Africa? It was like... Oh, what was his name? Yeah, I can't put him anymore, unfortunately. He's a midfielder. What was his name? South Africa's goalkeeper? Williams. Was it? Yes, thank you, CP. Kim Min-jae. Uzbekistan Kusanov. Oh, dear. Curacao. Oh, God. I could have put Sonny, to be fair. I could have put Son. That's true. Curacao. Oh, him. Oh, I know how you'll know him, CP. He used to play for Utrecht. Kitbomb. We were so close. But yet so far. Cape Verde. Cape Verde. Plays for PSV. That's what I thought as well. I thought he played for PSV. But apparently he doesn't, according to FotMob. Well, he doesn't play for PSV anymore. He does. Oh, whoever told me that was an absolute liar. Vitesse. Yeah, he is at PSV. Must have got the wrong person. You can't help. Honestly, I don't think we could get a Cape Verde player anyway. Cape Verde. Ooh, update the football. The tenable. We're doing Poster first. Played for Aston Villa. James Milner. But that was right. I don't get this, man. Unless I'm clicking the wrong thing. That could honestly be the case. I'm just clicking the wrong thing, but hell, like the grid. Liverpool, Brazil. Firmino. Liverpool, England. Steven Gerrard. Brad Friedel. He played for Liverpool. There we go. Man United, Brazil. Could have quite a few options. Fred. Good old Fred. I'm gonna go with Fred. All the others are just skipped out my mind. Man United, England, Beckham. Man United, USA. Or Tim Howard. Bit of a Man U. Arsenal, Brazil, Gabriel. Arsenal, English. Well, there's a few options. I'll go with Ian Wright. Why the hell not? And then Arsenal, America. Matt Turner. Matt Turner. Good old Matt Turner. Matt Turner, everybody. Right. Most World Cup appearances for Italy post 1990. Well, you see, the thing is, Italy haven't been at many World Cups in recent times. Buffon. I wouldn't comment though. Bonucci. No? Chiellini? Oh my god. Pirlo. Thank you. Totti. De Rossi? What? Inzaghi. Oh my days. Yeah, Italy haven't been the last World Cup Italy were at was 2014. That was 12 years ago. 12 years ago. You know how crazy that is? There's going to be a whole generation of people that have never, ever seen Italy play at a World Cup. You know how mad that is? There's kids today that have never seen Italy at a World Cup. That actually scares me. I actually feel sick. Ugh. There are actually kids that haven't seen Italy play at a World Cup. Oh my god. That's actually minging to think about. Oh. Oh my god. That actually is mind blowing. Last World, yeah. The last World Cup. Literally. I'm trying to think of some other Italians. Del Piero? Oh. Yep, he's on there. Maldini. Nesta. Not Nesta. Cannavaro? Ever since yeah, exactly. Maybe I'm the curse. Maybe I'm the curse. Ever since I started watching football, Italy never been to a World Cup again. So who knows? Maybe I'm like some sort of I might be a jinx on them. Oh, who knows? Ooh, that looks like a nice burger from McDonald's on this advert. Hello. Sweet Carolina. Or the Mexican Chipotle. Chipotle. Ooh. Those look like very nice burgers. I'm getting distracted here. I'm getting distracted by McDonald's adverts. Oh, God. Zambrotta. Okay, I've tried them and they're not correct. Somehow. I don't know how, but they're incorrect. Trying to think of other Italian, like, legends. Who was Italy's left back in the day? Gattuso. Of course, Gattuso. Gattuso's not on here. Dear me. Who the heck is on here? Who was the keeper before Buffon? That sounds mad to say, because Buffon's been about forever. Well, he was about forever. It's hard to imagine. It is almost hard to imagine Italy without Buffon, but I mean, we've kind of gotten used to it the past few years with Donnarumma. I'm trying to think. Oh, yes, Mike. Oh, is it double R? Well, apparently he doesn't exist, Mike. Baggio. Ooh, Baggio. Could be. Oh. Baggio. Yes. We got Baggio. Now we just need 7 and 8. Just need 7 and 8. I'm trying to think of other Italian legends. I've tried Inzaghi. It's not him. Like midfielders. I've tried De Rossi. Yeah, I've tried De Rossi. It's not him. God, who the hell is this? Maybe. God, I really don't know. Yeah, we'll go with whoever that is. Apparently doesn't exist, Mike. Well, I think the second half's about to start for this match anyway, so we might just have to wave the white flag. Got all them Brazil fans. All them Brazil fans walking on the Manhattan Bridge. That is quite mad. It probably will be. Watch it be like, I don't know, like, oh, what's that guy? Vialli. Gianluca Vialli. Damn it. Well, it might be him. It wasn't Nesta. Nesta's not on here somehow, even though Maldini is. God, there's hundreds of Brazil fans there. Rossi. Giuseppe Rossi. How's it know him? Who are these people? El Shawari. Why the hell not? Yeah. Oh, God. Good old Stefan El Shawari, if you know, you know. Let me think. Oh, the second half isn't about to start. Inzaghi, I've tried him. It's not Inzaghi. It's not Inzaghi. I tried. I tried him already. It's not Inzaghi. Oh, God, I really don't know. We're literally having to scrape the barrel of Italians. You want to see what it is? You know what? We're just going to give up. What? There's another Baggio. Baresi. It wasn't Baresi, no. It was Albertini and Dino Baggio. Whoever Dino Baggio is, I don't have a clue. But, oh, God, there was hundreds of Brazilians on the Manhattan Bridge there. Mamma mia. How many Brazilians do you want? Hundreds of them. Yeah, these two, in my opinion, are just absolute randoms. Albertini and Dino Baggio are just absolute randoms who I've never heard of, I'm not gonna lie. I assume that Dino Baggio is Roberto Baggio's brother or something. Yeah, I thought so. Wait, is the second half gonna start yet? Oh, Big Ange? Big Ange Postecoglou on the on ITV thing? You love to see it? Do the link. Oh, this one, yeah, we can quickly do the link. Well, that could be a load of people. What? Vinicius Jr. De Rossi. Oh, God. Has to be an Italian, surely. The second half is about to start. We'll just try and get another one. Third, can't you? Oh, God. Well, the second half is literally about to start. We're just going to have to skip this. Oh, Rudiger! Of course. Oh, goddamn Rudiger. Ugh. If we had time to think about that, I probably would have been able to. But get Rudiger. But we were kind of in a bit of a rush. Forgot. Oh, yeah, Roma. Makes sense now. Makes sense. Right, second half underway here. Can we see a goal? Hopefully. Albertini was a brilliant midfielder for... Oh, AC Milan. Fair. Guess he was just one of those underrated players that nobody really spoke of. Because obviously you had, like, the Pirlos and all them. Lute Hurt. Say it off. So yeah, nobody spoke of him. The Dutch getting played in behind here. Somerville in behind the Japanese defence tries to square it across the box for Gakpo, but very good clearance that. Only as far as Reinders. Showing a bit of urgency at the start of the second half here, the Netherlands. The Netherlands. Van Hecker. Inside for, I don't know who that is, I think it's Gakpo. Bit blurry ITV from trying to zoom in. Van Hecker, De Jong, Somerville. Somerville's doing a few good dribbles, to be fair. Somerville and Gravenberch. Just across it in, deflected. Alden Mallon. It's dealt with by Japan. Now they're going to try and come forward here. Can we at least just get one goal? I don't want this game to be the first 0-0 of the tournament, please. that would just be... That would just be sheer utter pain. To have this be the first 0-0 of the tournament. I want the first 0-0 of the tournament to be a match that I'm not watching because I'm asleep. I don't want it to be a match that I can actually watch, you know? Oh, man. Nobody wants it to be a match that can actually watch. You want it to be a match when you sleep. Yeah, no worries, Mike. Thank you for stopping by. Enjoy the sleep, and I shall hopefully enjoy the rest of my birthday indeed. Hopefully we'll get a goal. Then we can actually celebrate then we can actually say that my birthday ended on a bang. With an absolutely unbelievable second half. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Anyway, Japan coming forward here. With Ueda. Can we at least just say one goal? Even if we just say one goal, I'll be happy. Like, just don't let it be 0-0. Like, let one of the games later be 0-0. Like, let it be like, I don't know, Ivory Coast, Ecuador. Or even better, Sweden, Tunisia at 3 AM. Like, let that be 0-0. Footballing gods, please. I beg of you. Oh, I beg to the footballing gods that they will bestow some form of hope that this won't be 0-0. But what can you do? What can you do? Please, I just don't want this game to be 0-0, man. Like, this game's too good for a 0-0. Too good for a 0-0. We're too good to be a 0-0. And nobody wants a 0-0. 0-0's a cringe. Well, when you're watching it. Reckon Hamilton could... If Antonelli has another DNF, and Hamilton has another good race, possibly. But I just have a feeling that Ferrari are going to do a typical Ferrari and just be like, we're going to screw you up now by getting by having a random engine failure when you're doing so well. And then we're just going to knock your confidence and we're just going to destroy any sort of belief you had at being in a title race. You got, yeah, exactly. That's probably what's going to happen now. They're probably like, oh, well done, Lewis, you got your win. Now, get back. No, back to being town. Oh, God. You don't mind a draw but not... Yeah, exactly. I don't care about the result. I just don't want a 0-0. You know, I want a good game. As long as we have at least a goal, then I'm fine. I just don't want a 0-0 in a game that I am watching. Because you can't watch many games of this World Cup because of where it is. It's based in America, Canada, and Mexico. So you obviously cannot watch all the games if you're based in Europe, like what I am. So obviously, I don't want to be watching a game, one of the very rare games I can watch, to be 0-0. It would just be a big waste of time, and it's not 0-0. Thank the Lord for that. The Netherlands take the lead here up against Japan, and it's Virgil van Dijk who is completely left unmarked in the box for some reason. Pretty poor defending by Japan. But Van Dijk gives the Netherlands the lead here in what could be a very crucial game. I say crucial game, it's only the first game of the tournament for both teams, but It could still be a very big result if they're going to win. Yeah, that's true. It's van fraud, so it doesn't count. But, yeah, all came from the set piece. There was a very poor free kick delivery from Reinders. Falls all the way to De Jong. He recycles the ball back to Somerville. Whipped in, finds Van Dijk, completely free header, and yeah, that is terrible defending from the Japanese. Leaving someone like Van Dijk completely, allowing him to get a free header is very poor. It has to be said. That is very, very poor from the Japanese there. Letting someone like Van Dijk get a free header. Very, very poor. But at least we don't have a 0-0 yet. Oh, it's Gravenberch who whipped it in. You won't be satisfied unless Japan score. That is fair. That is fair. Oh, of course, it's the two Liverpool teammates. Can't even say Liverpool. It's the two Liverpool teammates getting goal contributions there. Gravenberch whipping in the cross and then Van Dijk with a goal. Interesting. But at least we didn't have a 0-0. That's at least the one thing we can say. We didn't get a 0-0. I was speaking to the footballing gods and they listened. So, thank God. If Japan score, you'll be fine. I'm not going to stick with my original prediction now. I don't think we're going to get a 3-2. What I'm going to say now is we'll probably get like a 2-1 in the Netherlands or something. That's what I feel like anyway. That's what I feel like anyway. Anywhere. God, I'm an absolute grammar genius, mate. Absolute grammar genius. Yours truly is an absolute grammar extraordinaire. How I passed English at school, I'll never know. Well, I wasn't actually at school, I passed it at college, but whatever. Oh, man. You want to say what the limbs will be like if Japan score? There will be nothing like the limbs that we saw from Curaçao. That nothing will beat the limbs of Curaçao. Apparently, Hulkenberg retired because a piece of gravel from Lawson going wide hit his engine kill switch. That cannot be true. Surely not. Oh my God. Why does his engine have a kill switch anyway? Well, I suppose I actually know that makes sense. Why does a kill switch? Just in case it decided to catch fire or whatever. But that can't be true, surely. If that's true, then Hulkenberg is the most unluckiest man on the planet. That's not even a word of a joke. Oh my God. Real Madrid have paid 60 million for Cucurella. 60 million. Mamma mia. Well, 55 million guaranteed fee, and then there's 5 million in add-ons. My God. 60 million for Cucurella. Yes, something happened, did it? Indeed, CP. That is true. Oh my God. Hulkenberg, I am so sorry for you. But yeah, Real Madrid have spent 60 million on Cucurella. Absolutely mad. Well, roughly 60. He's not worth 60 pence. That's a bit harsh. He's worth more than 60p. Come on, though. He's worth more than 60p. But 60 million? Oh, no. Definitely not 60 million. Mamma mia. The footballers did good job. Oh, no, did goal. Did score, I think you meant to say. But yes, you're in front, CP. £1. £1. Oh, God. One great British pound. One great British pound. On the table. I mean, to be fair, I'd say he's probably worth about a tenner, because I have a £20 note over there, so I could just say I get £10 change. You know. Dutch coming forward again. Cleared out for, I believe, a goal kick. Was it going to be a corner? And for a bonus 10p for every time his hair gets pulled. Oh, God. His hair gets pulled. But yeah, I still stand by the fact that Cucurella going to Madrid proves that there is absolutely no loyalty in football these days. Absolute zilch. Like, that guy came through our academy, came through La Masia, yet is like, nah, you know what? Even though I came through Barca, even though I'm a Barca boy through and through, I'm going to Madrid. Like, no loyalty in football, man. Like, it's players like Totti just don't exist anymore. Like, there's just no loyalty or no like standards in football. Well, not standards, but like, what's the word I'm looking for? Loyalty and preference. Well, not even preference, like morals, personal morals. You know. Here comes Japan trying to search for an equalizer. Nakamura shoots. Oh, what a finish! What a finish! I have to clap that. That was some finish from Nakamura. Well, comment all you got what you wanted. Nakamura has equalised here for Japan with a superb finish into the bottom corner. Fair play to him. Fair play. What a finish from Nakamura. And the Japanese, from looking like they were, well, a bit stunned, are now back in the game. Scenes. Why would he be loyal? Because he's Barca through and through. Came through the academy. You know. Yeah, very good finish from Nakamura. I thought he was going to pass it, to be honest, but very good finish. Oh. Does it hit off the guy who's offside? Does it hit off Maeda? Or Van Hecker? That's the question. Oh, it comes off the defender. It comes off the defender, so this should count. This should count. But stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened in football. In foosball. And then, who got the assist? Well, either way, I don't really see him playing, well, he probably will play much at Madrid, but I don't really think he'll set the world alight there, you know? Kubo with the assist. That's what Cucurella's done. He's basically done a Kubo. I mean, Kubo was less extreme, but still. Kind of similar. But hell. Get another Japan. Are you just wanting Japan to win because you know CP will be miserable? Is that why you want Japan to win, Commodore? Just because you know CP will be miserable? Who knows? Maybe my original prediction's back on now. Is my original prediction back on? What do we think? Get Mura on the bid. Yes. Get the GOAT Mura. Because CP would do the same to England. Fair enough. He probably will. Let's be real. Like one of those kids who gets to score at the start of the game. Yeah, exactly. Let Mura on. Let the absolute GOAT on. How old's he now? Is he in his 60s? Something like that. Throw in coming by Dumfries. Dealt with well by the Japanese defence. Might get a counter if the Dutch aren't careful, but they managed to deal with it all right. God, what is this? Just physical simulator. Corner for the Dutch. He's 60 this year. Oh my God. That man's been playing professional football since, like, what, 1980 something? That is mad. That is actually mad. How long he's been playing football for. Right, anyway, corner for the Netherlands here. Netherlands. Reinders whips it in. Dealt with well by Japan. Kazuki Miura. You don't know who he is, Commentor? Absolute GOAT. Japan on counter-attack. Watanabe. He's gone down. Wins a free kick. And the first yellow card of the game goes to Somerville. Why the hell did he play for Santos in 1986? Maybe he just thought he was going to be the Japanese Pele at the time. At the time, he must have just thought, you know what, I fancy being the Japanese Pele, so I'm gonna go over to the Santos and be the Japanese Pele. But like, yeah, never materialized. Well, never happened. So yeah, never happened. Yeah, Japan free kick here. I'm gonna sneeze. Ugh. You love to say it. I love the Japan chant. That is top tier. Maybe could make a chance here. The cross takes the deflection. The Japanese are just very good fans as well. Like, whenever I've seen Japan play, like, whether it's a friendly or World Cup, whenever I've seen them play, their fans are top notch. He scored 27 goals in 20 years for his main club. Not ideal goals. Oh god, 27 goals in 20 years. Oh my god. After red card 2, well, South Africa's second red card, in America under the scoreboard, they had to explain what a oh my. Wait, oh yeah, because obviously the game was in Mexico, but they had it on a screen in America somewhere. Oh my god, that is. Oh god, that's one of the host nations, by the way. America, one of the host nations, doesn't even understand what a red card means. God, weird. Oh, bro. That is just painful. Apparently, there was a controversy that he didn't go to the 1998 World Cup. Controversy. Yet he only scored 27 goals in 20 years for his main club. Oh, yeah, that's very controversial. Still a legend, though. Graham Birch in the Somerville on the right-hand side. Somerville with a shot! Whoa! The goals are flying in now. Somerville has put the Netherlands back in front with a beautiful finish with his weaker left foot into the bottom corner. Very good finish indeed, Somerville. Very good finish. The goals are flying in now. Maybe my 3-2's back on. Is the 3-2 back on? What we're seeing? What are we seeing? I think it is back on. I think it was Reinders with the assist. This is what you want to say. Yeah, exactly. The goals are flying in. How does one score nearly as many goals in one World Cup qualifying campaign than you have in the last 20 years? Who the hell knows? How he's done that is beyond me. But, Muir the GOAT. Who got the assist there? Gravenberch again. God, he loves the assists. Gravenberch loves the assists. But is this Somerville's first international game? If that's the case, that's insane. South Africa are now playing with 9 players because 2 players received a red card, which is a serious disadvantage and makes it a lot harder to win. Is that what it said? Oh my god. Like, they needed to be explained that like, simply to Americans. My god. Like, the fact that he even needed explaining is bad enough. Hasn't scored a goal in 4. Hey, 2026 is the year that Mura scores. Calling it now. Calling it now. That is going to be the year. This is going to be the year Mura scores. 100%. Yeah, one of the host nations, and they don't even understand a red card. Oh, we are so finished. I'd expect a baby to understand what a red card means. Oh, it's a good ball from Reinders, I believe, into Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo into the box, floors one of the defenders. Cody Gakpo still going. Vital block in there, because that was going to find the bottom corner, I believe. Yeah, he scored 2 goals from 2022 onwards. Hey, Mura will get a goal. I'm confident. Even though he's like nearly 60, the man will score. Yeah, what a ball that was from Reinders, by the way. Have we had any subs yet? I don't think we have. Crazy. Crazy that we not had any subs. They say, oh, I think that might be the first one there. Number 11. Yeah, Maieda's off for 14 Ito. Do we have 14 Ito? You do. There we go, there's the first sub. Speak it into existence and it happens, people. Speak it into existence and you get what you... Yeah, well, it can happen. Oh, Japan! Kubo nearly just scored an absolute screamer. So the replay of this was busy updating the graphics. Oh my days. If that had flew in, that would have been up there, goal of the tournament. 2 and 5 sounds like a good ratio until you realise the 5 is years, not games. Yeah. Yeah. You think, oh, 2 and 5, that's not a bad record for a striker, but then when you realise it's over years, then you're like, oh. Oh man. That's brutal. Hydration break. Here for the players. Good old hydration break. Whilst there's a hydration break, let's look at any news. Let's look at some news, if there is any. If there even is any. Doesn't look like there is. Looks like Fabrizio's finished for the day. Looks like Mr. Fabrizio's finished for the day. What a shame. What a shame Fabrizio's done for the day. He's done for the day. Fabrizio. He's done for the day. Scoopy Whippy Doo. Coming after you. I don't know why I'm singing Scooby Doo, but we move. We move. I'm surprised I'm not more tired than what I should be, considering I was like up late last night though, like 1:05. Though to be fair, if I didn't have a nap this morning, I probably would have been absolutely shattered. I'm not gonna lie. I would have been dead on my feet. At least the Spain match is on at a suitable time tomorrow. Thank the Lord for that. 5 PM kickoff. That'll be a good watch. That'll be a very, very good watch. And yes, England against Croatia. Oh, on ITV. Yes. I prefer the ITV graphics over the BBC ones. So I'm actually happy that we're on ITV. I am very, very happy that we're on ITV. Because we actually get to have the better graphics. Because ITV have the much better graphics, in my opinion. Much better graphics. Coop Miners is coming on for the Netherlands. Is that Depay as well? Oh, CP is not going to be Ali. Seeing Memphis Depay coming on in the big 2026. Believe that's Quinton Timber? Yeah, Quinton Timber. Oh my god, Depay is coming on. Oh man. Memphis Depay in the big 2026. But so who's off Malin? Malin for Depay, I'd imagine. Malin for Depay. Then you've got... That's crazy. Memphis Depay in the big 2026. 10 years ago, he was a wonder kid, and now he's just chilling in Brazil. I think that's Somerville. Bring off Somerville when he just scored a banger. It's a bit harsh. It's a bit harsh, Koeman. And then... Reinders. And then Timber. Oh, wait, what? So, what are they doing? What's the formation now from the Dutch? That's a bit of an odd one. So... Coop Miners, Quinton Timber, and Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay in the big 2026, everyone. I mean, I suppose it could be worse. It could be Weghorst. Weghorst in the big 2026 would be even more crazy. Netherlands on the counter-attack. Coming forward here, Dumfries. There's off of Frankie de Jong. Played century for Quinton Timber. Nope, he couldn't control it. And now the Japanese on the counter-attack. Oh, is my 3-2 prediction still on, though? Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like the 3-2 is still on. I feel like it could still be on, you know, but... I mean, at least we've had goals. Second half, cleared the first half, 100%. 100%. 100% clear the first half, second half. Not even close. Not even close. That's what I say. Not even close. And now, who's this celebrity that the FIFA camera people are pointing on? If it even is a celebrity. I've noticed that they love showing off the celebrities. So far this World Cup. Like, whenever there's been a celebrity or two in the stadiums, the cameras have always went, oh, we're going to get that celebrity. Oh, let's go and find that celebrity. Like, I remember at the Canada game, it was constantly pointing on to Ryan Reynolds. And I was like, bro, I get he's Canadian, but you don't need to have the camera on him every 2 seconds. Just calm down. And there's Gakpo on the left for the Netherlands. Gakpo cutting inside with a shot. Big save there from Suzuki. Very big save, because that was going to nestle into the bottom left corner. Very big save there from Suzuki. Good ball over the top from Frankie de Jong as well, to play Gakpo in behind. Very good ball indeed from Frankie. And big save as well. Suzuki's put off quite a few saves, to be fair. It's a corner here for the Netherlands. Memphis Depay going to be taking it, as Kubo is getting treatment on the side of the pitch, so Japan temporary down to 10 men. Depay whips in the corner, headed on by Van Hecker, but easy catch for Suzuki. In between the sticks for Japan, as they try and search for another equaliser. Won't be surprised that Nakamura was at the forefront again for the Japanese, but we'll see. We shall see. If Kubo comes back on, then maybe there's a chance he could do something, but it's not looking good for him right now. He's still sat down getting treatment, so it's not really looking good for Kubo at this moment in time. It is not looking good. So I guess it might just have to be up to Nakamura, Kamada, and Doan, possibly. Speaking of, here is Doan, leading leading the charge with Japan. Doan skips past Van der Ven. Still got the ball here. Plays in behind number 15. I didn't see who it was. Oh! Van der Ven. Very good defensive duties after he got absolutely sent by Doan. It's sent to the chip shop. He might have been offside anyway with Watanabe. I think he was offside anyway, so even that resulted in a goal then, yeah. 2 Japanese subs. Number 19, Ogwa. Definitely butchered that. They're bringing off Doan now. Hell. And then number 2, oh God, I can't even say his name. I can't even say his name. If I try to say his name, I'm probably going to get cancelled. Well, it's 3 subs. Come on. Tomiyasu. Oh, Tomiyasu. As people used to say. So, Doan, Watanabe. Got them 2 just linked up to get the corner. Need to take them off. What's going on there? What's going on there, then? So, yeah, Watanabe. You're Doan. Corner. Whipped in by Japan. Not very much has come of it. Oh my God, that's massively over that cross. You got Doan off. I assume Kubo was the 3rd change, considering the man is not even on the pitch. Yep, Kubo. As I suspected. Is this the same game as before? It sure as hell doesn't seem like it's CP, but here, second half much better than the first. That's all I'm going to say. Much better than the first. Is Gakpo Costing, what are Koeman's subs? I wish I knew. Phew, nearly half a chance there for the Netherlands. Koeman's subs, I mean, Koeman's just out here to troll people. He's bringing on Memphis Depay in the big 2026. Like, Memphis Depay in the big 2026 is something that has to be said. It is quite astonishing that you can have Memphis Depay playing in a World Cup in the big 2026. But here we are. You even Marlon or Somerville for a counter. That is true, because them two do have Pearson behind them. And Somerville, he had not long just scored the second goal. The second goal for the Netherlands, and he gets subbed off. Like, what the hell? He had not long just scored a very good goal, and then Koeman's like, nah, bring it off. Oh god. You swear he's American? Who, Koeman? I mean, as a manager, he knows nothing. As a player, he was top tier. But as a gaffer, yeah, he's very questionable. He does some very, very questionable things as a gaffer. And loves blaming everybody other than himself. That's another Ronald Koeman trait. As a gaffer, he loves blaming everybody other than himself. Because when we got rid of him, he was like, oh, I didn't get this, and Xavi got this and that and everything. Hey, bro, your football was crap. That's why you were sacked. You had when we sacked Koeman, yeah, we were 9th in La Liga. 9th. That's settled in. We were 9th in La Liga. Like, that is just unheard of. We were 9th. Yeah, Xavi was when he came in because we had to sort out the mess from Koeman. But when Xavi, where we finished the season under Xavi, we were 2nd. Considering we were 9th when he came in, finishing 2nd was an absolute miracle. Half-time Dutch pundit said Verbruggen has more passes than Gravenberch. They said, oh, he isn't in the game at all. Now he has 2 assists. That is true. That's why you don't see anything until it's full time. At least he didn't bring in Weghorst. That is true. If he had brought on Weghorst, then that would be a lot worse in the big 2026. I mean, bringing on Memphis Depay in the big 2026 is bad enough. But bringing on Weghorst, that would have been pretty grim. So at least the thing is with De Roon, at least he still plays in Europe. Well, at a top-ish level. Whereas Weghorst, he's stinking up the gaff at Ajax, and Depay's just chilling over in Brazil. So, oh my god. I will not leave Weghorst alone. I can't believe you still wanted to get him on a permanent commit up. You wanted him permanently. What were you thinking? You wanted about Weghorst permanently. The man was crap. The man was crap. Oh, Japan chance! Oh, bad Verbruggen. Oh, Sugawara, the number 2. Nearly forced an equaliser there for Japan. Now the Netherlands trying to get on the counter-attack. You want to do a voice chat for England, Croatia? Are you watching on the, live footage, CP? Are you watching it from a TV screen, or not? Because if you are, then yeah, but if not, then wouldn't really make sense, because obviously I'm watching this from a live TV coverage. Excuse me. No, the fact is, you still wanted him. The fact is, you still wanted him, which was horrendous. Like, Man United should not be ever be linked with somebody like Wout Weghorst. That is all I'm saying. You watching the TV? Oh, then yeah, we can do it. We can do it. We sure can. We can. I don't know what I'm saying at this point. I'm going insane. I lost my sleep last night and I'm going insane. Nathan Ake is coming on for the Netherlands by the looks of it. You got to question Koeman's subs. Again. What's he? He's bringing off. He's parked the bus. Oh, yeah, no worries, CP. No worries. Thank you for stopping by. Hopefully the rest of the match goes well for you, but the fact is that Koeman is parking the bus now. Oh, we're just gonna do like a. CP says he watches on a TV. Comment also, we're just gonna do a little, like a voice chat during the England match. Gonna do a cheeky little voice chat during the England match. So yeah, Koeman's parking the bus. He's bringing on Nathan Ake. He's parking the bus. He's got 4 centre-backs on the pitch, by the way. Not 1, not 2, not 3, 4. Koeman has 4 centre-backs on the pitch. Van Dijk, Van Hecker, Van der Ven, and now Ake. They've had to park the bus. Oh, God, Koeman's embarrassing. I am so glad that the days of him managing the Barca are over. Because my God, it was grim. Oh, God. Parking the bus. Oh, man. But having 4 centre-backs on the pitch is actually disgraceful. Oh, God. He's actually decimated that midfield. Like, that midfield, De Jong, Gravenberch, and Reinders is one of the best midfields in the tournament. And he's took 2 of them off. Oh, man. If Japan score now, then Koeman needs to be... He needs to be investigated for fraudulency. Because that is shocking. Like, genuinely, if Japan score... if Japan even went on to win this game, that would be just insane. You know what? I almost kind of hope that they do, just to prove that Koeman's a fraud. Memphis Depay's being booked here. Yeah, card for Menfish. 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 Oh, that's the wrong team. G-Man, nice one. Menfish Depay. If you know, you know. Good old Menfish. 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 Right, I think that's the last sub for Japan, and it is indeed. Udai is off for 26. Do I have 26 on my bench? No, I do not. Damn it. See, this is the problem, the fact that I can't have like a full bench for the World Cup, because obviously the benches are so big as the World Cup. 26. Sure guy. 26. Sure guy. Sure guy. Sure guy. And then who went off was the striker. Brian Brobby's on. For Gakpo. That's the final change for the Dutch. So Koeman's actually brought on an attacker. That's a surprise. So Gakpo is off. I mean, he's done absolutely nothing realistically. Spain versus Cape Verde. Wonder who's winning that. Probably Cape Verde. Yeah, Cape Verde all the way. Cape Verde masterclass. You heard it here first. Cape Verde are going to drop an absolute masterclass. Calling it now. Calling it now. They're not. If anyone can't understand sarcasm, they are not. Because somehow, you still get people in the big 2026 that don't understand sarcasm. So, yeah, for those of you that don't understand sarcasm, they are not going to have a masterclass. But, yeah. Can Japan get something from this game? We're 85 minutes in. Second half has definitely been a lot better than the first, it has to be said. What's a sarcasm? Oh, that's a good question. What is a sarcasm? What is sarcasm? We should just study the word sarcasm. Like, what is a sarcasm? What does being sarcastic mean? Oh, Japan! Big chance! Number 14, crossed in! Oh, Van Dijk heads it away. Yeah, of course, this is going to help the Netherlands now that they have 4 centre-backs on the pitch. So Koeman's parking the bus tactic worked in that regard. I still can't believe he's part of the bus. I still can't believe he's part of the bus. What an absolute buffoon. You can't really park the bus against a team like Japan. Japan will come at you and they will cause problems. They will cause problems. Japan are a very decent team. You can't write them out. Or write them off. Let's say it. Right, Ito, number 14, Ito, with a free kick here for the Japanese on the right-hand side. Could be a huge moment here. Whipped in. Nah, couldn't really force anything from it. Still alive, though, for Japan. I honestly hope that Japan do get something from this game, just to prove that Ronald Koeman is absolutely clueless as a gaffer. Crossed in. Still alive, though, for the Japanese, Ito. Number 22. I honestly don't know all the names, so apologies. Oh, Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu's at Ajax as well. Crazy. Kamada. Sure, that's a corner for the Japanese. Yeah. Van de Ven's fuming, so yeah, corner for the Japanese. Japan are putting the pressure on right at the death here. Well, I say right at the death, but we've still got about 3 minutes plus additional. But yeah, the Japan are putting the pressure on. As Ito steps over the corner and he nearly took out the camera. Whipped in. Dealt with by the Dutch from Frankie de Jong. Guess they're just going to recycle possession now. Japanese. Imagine the limbs if Japan get a last-minute equaliser. If Japan get a last-minute equaliser, there's going to be scenes. Ref, how was that a corner? I only touched it with my toe. Yeah, 100%. Ito in the box. Another corner for the Japanese. Dumfries just about getting there. Dumfries. Ugh. Have I ever mentioned that I hate Dumfries? Just out of curiosity, have I ever mentioned that I don't like Dumfries? Does anyone know? Whipped in. Oh, what a header! What a delivery! And what a header from the number 19. Oh, Gagwa. He's just come on the pitch, and what a header. And you know what? They deserve that, because all the Netherlands have done since bringing on Ake is just park the bus. Fair play to the Japanese. 2-2. Oh, my dears. My original prediction is on, I'm telling you. I'm rooting. Ooh. Nah, CCG, it's coming home. It's coming home. No, it's not. It's not. But how are we doing, CCG? America were good, though. I'll give you your flowers. America were good. America were very good in their first game. Verbruggen should be doing better there, in my opinion. But, hey, Japan have got the goal. This equalised again. Insane scenes. The Japanese do not back down. They don't back down. Ito 14 with the assist. What's the... Oh, it's an England jersey. It's an England jersey. CCG. It's an England jersey. Ingles jersey. Good old Ingles. What's Verbruggen doing? I have no idea what he's doing. He's just vibing. What the heck have I just... Why can't I access that? Oh, there we go. I just couldn't say. Well, there we go. England have a good chance. I wish I was as confident as you. That's all I'm going to say. As an Englishman, I wish I was as confident as you, but yeah. I still stand by the favourite to Spain. Isn't that yeah, it's on Wednesday. We're playing Croatia. 6 minutes. 6 minutes of added time. Are we going to get a winner? Are we going to get a winner here? Or is it going to end 2-2? Honestly, I think the momentum is with Japan. Oh, I thought Van de Ven was getting sent off there. Yeah, he's on a yellow card now, Van de Ven. The Dutch look rattled. I'm not going to lie, the Dutch look a bit rattled at this point. Obviously, it doesn't help them the fact that they have like 4 centre-backs on the pitch. And just part of the bus. You like Japan as a as a country, it's cool. I mean, I like the football team as well. Honestly, I wouldn't mind going to Japan one day. Just to see, like, the culture and stuff like that. I would also watch like a sumo wrestling match. I feel like that would be so cool. Just to see a sumo wrestle match. Like, in person. That would be so cool. But yeah, I feel like Japan is like one of those bucket list countries you'd want to go to. Well, for me, it would just be see a sumo wrestling match. But, you know, it would still be a good place to visit. One day. One day. The Japan fans are making all the noise. They are rooting their team on for the win here. You know what? They could get it. No, Verbruggen's done the sweeper keeper job there. He's done the sweeper keeper job. He has done the sweeper keeper job. Right there. Right there and then. Right there and then. But can the Dutch respond? They haven't looked like it since they've brought on the likes of Vaca and just gone all defensive. Then they were 2-1 up. It just doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. It's De Jong. Of course, it all can change. The Netherlands do have some top tier players on the pitch. De Jong. I can't believe that Frankie De Jong is playing alongside Brian Brobby. The boss of Sunderland and Cup is happening. Here's Dumfries. Crossed in. Can someone get in there for the Dutch? Nope. The Koopmeiners trying to get there, but the Japanese defended that very well indeed. Goal kick as well. Oh, the 3-2 could still be on. It could still be on. That is mad. Considering what we had in the first half, I didn't think this was going to happen. But hey, second half is peak. The second half of this game was top tier. Just a shame the first half was terrible, because otherwise this probably would have been up there for one of the games of the tournament so far. Here's Ake. So what are the Netherlands doing? Is Van der Ven now? I'm so confused. Is Dumfries the right wing, and then they've got like Van Heck or something at right back? I honestly don't know what they're trying to do. What is Koeman doing? Koeman ball is just crazy. Easy catch for Suzuki there in between the sticks for Japan. I think they're just kind of settled for a point because they're just booting it away, and they've got nobody in their own. They got nobody in the Netherlands half of the pitch. Yeah, I think they're just settling for a point. By the looks of it, I mean, I might be wrong. If they're getting a good counter attack, then you never know. But yeah, they're kind of just booting it away. They're kind of just booting it away and just staying out the time, really. Just try and survive the onslaught of Netherlands attacks. Try and survive the onslaught of Netherlands attacks. That seems like what they're trying to do right now. I mean, it's De Jong. Netherlands don't really have that much urgency, though, it has to be said. There isn't that much urgency. There really isn't that much urgency at this moment. Ake, Van Dijk. Are they going to force one last chance, or are even the Netherlands going to settle for a draw? I'd be a bit surprised if they tried to settle for a draw. I could understand it from Japan's point of view, but Netherlands. Here's Dumfries. And forward, Quinton Timber tries to get the cross in, deflected. Japanese have cleared it now. Well, somewhat. Took a deflection off of Dumfries. We're in the final minute now. Oh, imagine if one of the teams gets a late winner now. If one of these teams gets a late winner now, there's going to be absolute scenes. De Jong, dinked over, tries to find Brian Brobby, but headed away. Japanese are back on the ball now. Are they going to get on a counter-attack, or they're just going to settle for what they have? I feel like they're settling for what they have. The ball's back with the Netherlands. Memphis Depay, Quinton Timber. Quinton Timber tries the cross, but it's massively overhit. Is Van der Ven going to keep that in? He does. On this left-hand side now, Van der Ven. In the box. Memphis Depay. Loses it. Japan. Counter-attack, maybe. Ito. Oh my god, Japan could be on the counter. Oh, they're playing it safe. No, they're just going to keep all possession. I feel like that's it. Japan have possession of the ball, and I think that's it. 10 seconds left. That'll be it, 2-2. Yeah, this will be it. They're just keeping all the possession. The ref's going to blow any minute. Ref's going to blow any minute. And there we'll go. 96 minutes has gone. Full-time result here. 2-2 between Japan and the Netherlands. You know what, Koeman? You got what you deserved. Ronald Koeman got what he deserved. He was good parking the bus, bringing on the likes of Ake, bringing on loads of defenders. You got what you deserved, because you cannot be thinking a 1-goal lead against a team like Japan is going to be enough for you. You got what you deserved, Koeman, and fair play to Japan. Again, Japan could go on a decent run in this tournament, to be fair. They could definitely go on a very decent run. But, of course, we'll see what happens throughout the rest of the tournament. Yeah, overall, very decent match. Second half was definitely better than the first half, but yeah, still overall, very decent match. Very decent match indeed. But yeah, that is where we're going to leave this watch along for today, guys. Thanks to everyone who's watched. Thanks to Mike, Cometo, CP, CCG, Scruffy. Anybody else that was here at any point in time on Twitch or YouTube or TikTok. Thank you all for watching, and I shall see you all for, I think, France-Senegal is going to be our next watch-along. So yeah, I'll see you guys for that watch-along, but of course we'll have videos up on the gaming channel in the meantime. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you then.